place right now. My sink is a mess, and I gotta get clean. All right. I have to get organized today, and I'm like struggling to do that already. It's the beginning of the day, but we're not gonna struggle. We're gonna get organized for the day. It's gonna be great. Pow. Wesley, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. I stayed up a little bit too late last night doing the Twitch stuff, but my boyfriend was right. And I have to say that probably for the rest of my life now. Thank you, Wheeler. Also, I did get up at 6:30 to write. So we got back to I didn't keep sleep. Like I didn't just lay in bed and keep sleeping. This is disgusting in here. All right. So I'm developing a very bad complex about my forehead, and I have to figure this out. Because then I started researching hair thinning, and then I'm like, is my hair thinning? Thinking that and I don't think so. It's always been like this. But now every picture I look at, I just think my forehead's taking up the majority of it. So it's not good. But that's okay. And now I'm just getting over, So it's okay. You know what? There's another Coneheads movie. I gotta stop. It's actually not good for me because I'll start like staring at pictures and not feeling good. It's not healthy. All right. So we are. Oh, Manny sent me my videos last night of his shows, and I can use one of them for until I get another 5 minutes. It's like because it's a little over 5 minutes. It's still in the 5-minute mark, but I think I can use that one. Good morning, Edwin. I'm doing good, Leslie. So I was going to go to the Boulevard mic last night, but I didn't even check in to see if they were still having it, and because I wanted to try to go to bed a little earlier, which I ended up doing my Twitch stream and just streaming the game like my boyfriend had said, and I got to the average viewers that I needed to get. So now on there, I just need he doesn't want me to talk about it on here, but I can't filter out what's going on in my head, and that's kind of what these live streams are. What is going on here? I'm doing good. So I feel a little over the place though, because my house is a mess. I gotta fix. I gotta figure out a few things because the last day of school is Thursday. Good morning, Calvis. I gotta sign my daughter out of school. It's just a lot in my head, and that I have to get done. And I also want to make my coffee quickly because I'm craving it, baby. I did these half a days, man. When the end of the school year comes, oh man, they stink. Not for the kids. The kids love it, but us not so much. No bueno. I want to start making smoothies, protein smoothies in the morning. Anyone got a good recipe? Hi, Christopher. I want a good smoothie recipe. Protein. Anyone have any suggestions? You know what? Fuck the dishes. I want to make the coffee. I want to clean the coffee pot out. Hi, guys. Hit the like button. Good morning, deuces. Very excited because it's Tuesday. I'm all over the place right now. This is pissing me off. That's why I was trying to empty my dishwasher out. Then I stopped, and then I was like, this got milk on me. Hate dishes. Good morning. But you gotta do them. So the dojo is still not back in play. I don't know when they're gonna come. They're doing like an intimate show on Thursday with Joey Diaz, and so I'm very confused how if they're kind of like I don't know what's going on. I miss it. It's such a great mic. It's a good time to get your craft working on your craft, and it's just not the same. I ran my set when I was running yesterday. I was writing, but it's not the same, and I want to get as much stage time as possible. You don't have to close tomorrow. That's right. High five to not having to close tomorrow. I listened to my set. I started to listen to my set when I got the 5-minute spot. I'm sick of my milkshake brings all the voice. I did that like once and it worked. Now I'm like, don't do it again because it's annoying. Unless it really feels like in the moment. I'm getting sick of my opening jokes. That's what I'm trying to say. So, the doppelganger stuff fit is going to go into my tight 5, I think. But I got to keep playing with it. I think the Ric Flair one didn't work really at the last show. Hell yes, yeah. And all right, I have to listen to it again. One of them didn't work as well. So I have to also just continue expanding off that. And now I'm getting annoyed at hearing my voice. It's like so aggressive when I get on stage. Like I am an energetic person. I don't want to stop that, but I'm like, come on, everybody. I'm like, shut up. Like, when you start getting annoyed with yourself to that extent, you're like, ugh. So I got to keep just writing, testing that shit out. The problem is, I got to get a spot for this week. There's a mic at the Rhino Comedy Club on Thursday, but it's like during my daughter's, it starts, of course, when my daughter's practice is like about to end. So I don't know. And it's in Suffern, New York. Hi guys. Hi from Australia. Ideal Z. How are you? We're making coffees. Hit that like button. How do you like your coffee? Do you feel all over the place today like me? Ugh. I look good for 55. I'm 44, but thanks. That's just going to be my opening this now. Is I'm just going to make fun of myself. Oh, I do live streams, and these are the comments. And then at the very end, I'm going to say, and those are just for my boyfriend and my mom. Like, I would think that would be funny, but then people might think it's true. So I'm not going to do that. But like if you say, like people think I look like Ric Flair and Trevor Lawrence. Just keep seeing my forehead now every time I'm looking at the screen, but all right. No, I'm 44, but this is a dermatologist's dream, these hate comments. Yeah. Come into my office. I don't have the money for Botox or any of that right now, so I need a new computer first. I can see that. Well, I'll take it. Jordan Jensen's pretty. Trevor Lawrence is a pretty man. He's a handsome, pretty, good grown, structured man. And I don't mean it like I'm not really attracted to him, but like you guys are saying I look like him. His nose is also thinner than mine, so. I'm just getting really badly self-conscious about this now with the forehead thing. It's like all I see. Good morning, James. No, it's like not even funny. It's like getting to me. And it's like trying not to let it get to me, but you gotta kind of move along with it, right? Good morning. Like Steph Tola talks about her nose and stuff in videos. And it's like, yeah, maybe I just need to embrace my forehead like that. I just never thought it was that bad until people brought it to my attention. I am making a bit about it. Rogan Mania, what's up? Hi, Amanda. Ooh, Amanda, are you a new member? I'm going to put both sets for members only. One of them I'll have to eventually do it unlisted for, because I'm using it for auditions. But both will be for members only. I got to edit some clips today and post them. Good morning, Vulnerability. Yeah, so I'm feeling a little over. I feel like I wear this shirt too much. I gotta get some new clothes for live streams, some little workout clothes. So I might go to Walmart today and just get a few things and try on some summer workout gear. That's not super expensive. There's nothing wrong about your forehead. Better than having a receding hairline. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. I'm so glad you signed up. I guess I haven't seen you in the comments in a while, but so glad that you're here. Good morning, Sean. I'm going to be honest. Out of 10, you're a solid 9. I don't know you personally, so I can't judge your character. But your face shows a gentle soul who wears her heart on her sleeve, and we like that. Thanks, McMac. I do wear my heart on my sleeve. Forehead, yes, fucking funny. Coffee time. So it's the end of the school year. If you are a parent, what do you know? Shut the fucking head up. I do the weirdest shit to hurt myself. That's another thing. I do the weirdest shit to hurt myself, and then I get upset because it, ouch, like, see? I'm a spaz. It's more beautiful than golden sun where I come from. I never change. I don't worry about your forehead. Someday someone will kiss it and make you see you the way we do. I mean, I don't think my boyfriend's ever kissed my forehead. I'll tell him to. He'll say something snappy, like it'll take too long to get from the top to the bottom. But thank you. I did have more coffee yesterday. Like I probably shouldn't have, but I didn't waste it. Like I could have been wasting it, the rest of it that I make. But ideally, I'm not. I was watching. I fell asleep again. I went to bed after I did the Twitch thing, and the other night last night, but the other night I fell asleep watching the Tony Hinchcliffe. That is actually how I wanted to go to sleep, is to start watching it again, and then I fell asleep completely at the very beginning. Hit that like button. 100 likes, 100 jumping jacks. He never kissed your forehead? I don't know. I haven't really taken note of how many times he's kissed my forehead. I don't think so. He might have. I don't remember. I don't think it's like something a boyfriend like repeatedly does, kissing your forehead. It's more like a parent thing, right? I changed it to Michele Traina because I do more than talk about divorce. You know, it's hard for me to like do that transition, but we talked about it for a while. We voted on it too. If you guys are here, I think majority of people said that way more than the majority of people. 70 out of 30, maybe was it? I have to look back at the live streams, but said that I should change it. So, yeah, the kissing your forehead's more like a parent thing. It's like my boyfriend doesn't need to be making love to my forehead. In fact, I rather, you know what they say about a big forehead, big mind. Thanks, James. James, did you just become a member? Or was that like from before? Kevin, I have not watched, I've watched half of it. So it's good. I think it's good. What do you think? What do you think of Tony Hinchcliffe's special? I like watching all different comedians' special and listening to their jokes and how they set up and their personal style. So the mechanics of how they are on stage. You like forehead kisses? Tony Hinchcliffe has a highly snortable forehead. I love seeing those lines perk up from a great act. You'd be surprised how many people appreciate a great sniffing forehead. What? Kevin, you didn't think it was enough jokes because he does some crowd work in there, but that's his style. I'm halfway through. I think he has jokes in there. You want like set up punch, set up punch, set up punch. That's what you want. So, yeah, well. Pat O'Neill's really good on his show. I will say he's like he makes you want to write and write and write until you have jokes like that. There's another one like that. I mean, Nate Bargatze does all clean material. He doesn't curse, right? Or he doesn't do like dirty shit. That's hard for me specifically. I am making my coffee. Zach Amico has a 30-minute special coming out in a couple of months, and I am super excited. Nice. 9:09, or it's 9:02. My clock is 7 minutes fast. His vibe is pompous. Okay. Good morning, John Wayne. Hey, I wanted to embed some John Wayne quotes in some of my stand-up too, because I did the mom and dad bit the other night, and I was looking up John Wayne quotes because I was like, at some point, I want to make the dad bit even stronger. With the John Wayne quotes. You guys know my boyfriend was named after John Wayne. You guys ever? I don't know if anybody knows. My dad was a big John Wayne fan. If you watch my comedy special or you watch some longer stand-up clips, if I do the bit about my parents, you hear about John Wayne a little bit. The reality is my dad used to make me watch old westerns or just movies with good cinematography when I was like as young as 5 years old. You got to watch this. This is good acting. This is good cinematography. That's what he would say. So I watched those old movies with him. Sometimes he would show me the scene and then I'd be like, Dad, and that would be like, one day I'll regret not going in there and watching. This is starting to happen, and that's annoying with the neck wrinkles. We're on New York, Jersey time, baby. It's East Coast time. So drinking enough water is important. Am I drinking? Oh, shit. Don't want my water to get cold, warm. It was put in by the sun. I don't watch John Wayne films, but my favorite Western is The Wild Bunch. Nice. I have like zero food. I have to go grocery shopping. I literally have nothing. I don't have any. I have like an egg for breakfast. I have this cereal that I don't feel. Oh wait, no, my daughter left me My daughter left me a little bit of Gorilla Munch. My neck also has started wrinkling. It's the worst. I do, Mom. This is what Pavone I am. Beating right out of the box. Okay, so I really like this cereal a lot. Like, I eat a whole lot. I'm trying to eat healthier, and I'm like, let me buy this healthier cereal and eat the whole box in one sitting. Royal Caribbean, what's up, Chris? Chris, what happened? You never got to New Jersey? For weeks, Chris was like, I'm going to come to New Jersey. I'm going to come to New Jersey. You want to go on a cruise and get blackout drunk? I don't. That does not sound fun. I want to go on a cruise, but I don't want to get blackout drunk. Those days have passed. Also, is blackout drunk fun? Like, you don't remember anything. I like having a little buzz, but even then now, like I like watching, I like going to dinner, having a drink. I like going out or having a drink, but like watching my Bravo shows or watching something on TV at night and like having a drink, but I can't like get blackout drunk. It's the small amount of times I've been drunk in the last 5 years have made me feel horrible. Slap bacon on a biscuit. We're burning daylight. That's from John Wayne. Okay, but then you don't remember stuff. No, I'm stretching. I'm slowly stretching this morning. Ooh. I just don't think drinking is going to contribute to my stand-up positively. At all. Have you ever listened to Amy Schumer talk about, not Amy Schumer, Nikki Glaser talk about how she gave up drinking? Because she's like, it would be a shame if I didn't make it because of alcohol. That would be the reason. Because anything else, but to not make my dreams come true because of alcohol would be pretty pathetic, is what she said. She's right. What do you think about the female loneliness epidemic? What do you mean? The female loneliness epidemic? Nah, I've never done it either. I tried weed twice, but I never was stoned or anything. Yes, I've heard of Jay Okerson. Of course, Louis J. Gomez. One of my comedian friends looks like Louis J. Gomez. Edson. Let me see if I can get Edson's profile picture up. It's so funny how people were claiming that the world was full of what? Now we realize it's a bunch of women that really can't handle being alone. I don't. Explain that a little bit. I know some women who can handle being alone. I can handle being alone. I like having a partner. I like romance. I like being intimate with that partner. You know what I mean? I'm a Scorpio. Scorpios are intense, loyal, very sexual beings. I think I've read the Scorpio thing on here before for my book. My boyfriend's gonna hate that I read this, but I feel like reading it again. Gemini is in the house. Nice. When folks be nosy, do this. Act like you're trying to bite your shoulder in public. What? Why would I try to act that way? Oh. I watched some other exercises for calisthenics on Instagram. Actually, it popped up, and there's one. They're very they're very like. I actually will show you guys one. Hang on. Don't mind. The bag is full of my daughter's stuffed animals. It's not garbage hanging out. You'll see, like, I told my daughter to get rid of the stuff under her bed that she doesn't want. Oh, it smells so good. And it's like in the garbage. Look at these, the stuffed animals. A narwhal. I don't want to get rid of this one. Really? Wait a minute. This is not. Hold on now. Why is she getting rid of these squishies? You see how I'm a mess, everybody? This is why. I'm a mess. Hit the like button. I want to show you guys the stretch that I was. It's not really. I guess it's like a crunch. You're a Scorpio too. You want me to read what the Scorpio, my book says about Scorpios? It's something like, my crazy ass mother is a Scorpio. That's the connection. There you go. Yeah, the butter squishies are viral. And she has a bunch of them. So, honestly, my boyfriend's daughter's squishy's still here too. I have to get it back to her. I should just do a squishy live too. What do you guys think? October 30th, October 26th. Oh, let me show you what I watched. This was the other exercise. I was laughing. I was like, oh, let's see. It was like this, and I definitely can't. It was like this. Was it this? This is pretty easy. But then the other one was like, the woman was like literally like this, and going like up and down. I was like, what the hell? I gotta find the clip of it. But it was a weird. It was very. Yeah, they have them at the gas stations too. It was a very interesting stretch. What are you doing after exercise? This is just a warm up. I always go running later in the day, which I actually will probably be moving to 4 a.m. Not 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Because that's, I think, the only thing I get my ass up if I have to do it. Ouch. Thank you. Thank you, Coin. So, you guys know that people term. I'm going to put this back in. This is so cute, though, but I hate giving it away. It just reminds me of all the stuff I used to get her. Good morning, Rosie. Rosie, don't worry about it. It's okay. Yes, I do. Well, I didn't even really do stretches yet. I just was showing you another stretch that I found. It was like an Instagram ad for getting yourself fit in 30 days or whatever. And she had her butt up and she was going like, it will very. I mean, if it works, it works, you know? Thank you. The artist. I don't have my nails done. I have to go get it. I have to get my nails and my toes done. Are my eyes green? Yeah. Oh, you're based on Long Island. Cheers to Long Island. I did my yard to pull out my weeds. Neighbors like, you can still bend your knees. I said, "What y'all bored? What?" Speaking of the yard, I have to put the furniture that I got from Amazon. I want to try to do that today and set up my bathroom. I've been saying that for weeks. But what happens is, yesterday, got my daughter from school, then to make lunch, then I had to finalize my flight to. Oh, I finalized my flight to Atlanta. I'm all set. You got to get your tickets, guys. It's happening July 16th, and by that time it was already 3:30. I'm like, oh, we got to go run sprints. I got to make dinner, and then yeah, I went too fast. Roll your shoulders back for 4. Roll them forward for 4. Left arm, hug it. Do you do crowd work? Yes, I do. So the set on Saturday, I feel like I did some crowd work, but not great. I mean, I thought I did good, and then I listened to it. I was like, not so much. Yes, I think some of the crowd work I do is good. I could do better. I want to get to where the stomach is just, I don't have to push out the muscle. Right now, I'm not pushing out the, well, hold on. Right now, I'm not pushing out the muscle. Sometimes it feels like I do. So, we are feeling a little all over the place today because I feel like I can't get ahead of myself. Like, I can't get all the stuff I need to get done. So, I remember I said yesterday, if you just made a list of all the things you were like, this is what I have to get done today, could you do it? I failed. So here we are. Thank you, Coin Collection. Oh, sorry, Coin Collecting with Ken. Any tips on bad posture? I have a hump from slouching. Yes, let's do it. For slouching, you gotta be cognizant. I'm trying to like what you wrote. Chris, I see your comment. Hold on. You gotta sit up. That's arching. Straight back. All right, here we go. Flat back. See, that's a flat back. And you can feel the stretch right in your calf muscles. Straight in, flat back. Straight in, and then also you could just sit against something constantly. Also, what I would do, the cat and cow. Here, hang on. Curious if the webcam on my phone worked differently too. Oh, are green-eyed Scorpios worse than regular Scorpios? You on your back too? Just straighten. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, my knee. Hold on. All right, so bending here, straighten. The slouch, I would say, this isn't going to help the slouch, but it's like practicing keeping your back nice and straight, pushing your shoulders back, and then sitting up. Every time you're doing a stretch, you can put a little block here. Is it here or sometimes they have a big block in yoga where you put it against your back, your coccyx, so that you can like make sure you're straight. But you have to also just be cognizant of it. I would sit in a chair in the back and a pillow. No, I didn't fart. Chris, I'm sorry, you wrote something before. Hieroglyphics? Me and my girlfriend booked our next cruise. Is back-to-back cruising, so we go on a sitting cruise return port off. Nice. So you're with your girlfriend on the cruise. Hi, JR. Bill Pennington says, what about, I'm sorry that you have a connective tissue disorder. That sucks. I feel like the best go 100% in the crowd and soul wise. I feel like if you don't flame the guy in the wheelchair, he'll walk away. If you don't flame the girl at the pump, it'll be stillbird. Yes. So didn't you guys hear what I did on? Oh, I couldn't play it for you guys because it's on my phone. I put it on my TikTok, I think. Here, let me. There was a woman in the front on a wheelchair. There was a woman's retirement. So I said, "Come on, get on her lap and pop a wheelie." And everyone started laughing because I said it. And then there was a black guy in the audience. He's like, "Yeah, I have a daughter." I'm like, "Oh, we see her once a month." So I did. I went there. I on some of my sets. I'm just going there, and I said, "Oh, I'm kidding," but yeah, I have. There's a few times I've been taking risks with certain crowd works and just going with it. I'm so sorry that you have leukemia. Coin collecting with Ken. Thank you for your services in the Army. Sending you positive energy, Ken. Ugh. How are you, Josh? So, hug your arms to the right. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Well, hang in. Let's bring you up positive energy here. Let's go, everybody. So, for the slouching thing, I would just also practice cat cow. These are my briefs underneath because when I do high kicks, I don't want. Okay, here we go. Put your belly button. Look at the ceiling. Look at your belly button. Look at the ceiling. Bringing it back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my toes and nails done some point soon. Someone said to do the push-ups like here. I just don't know. See, like, this is my push-up. All right, I'm going to stay away from the push-ups today because I suck. And they look really bad. But the threading the needle on your back when you're in child's pose, this one works. It feels good. You guys see my coffee? I love the steam when it comes up. It's the best. Oh, it tastes so good this morning. And then the other way. All right, so this is a good stretch. This feels really good. Right in the back. I love, thank you. So, upcoming shows. Next week I'm in Staten Island on Friday. Little Falls on Saturday? Yeah. And then I'm on, it's like a show, a local show, but I also put in avails. I don't have actually a lot of avails in July. I thought I did, but I've actually booked. 4th of July weekend is usually not a good weekend for stand-up because everybody's away, or most people are away or at the beach. So I saw, and some comedy clubs are closed. Uncle Vinny's in the Jersey Shore is not, though. I can't. I tried to get booked there a while back. I'm gonna try again. Let me see if I can work. Just push my name anywhere and everywhere. Out. Head up. This is when I'm running the sprints with my daughter. These calves and stretches here. Ooh, stretching your calves and your thighs feels really good. You guys know the whole thing of breathing. When I was running in high school, my coach was like, you have to. Yes, thank you for the support, Joshua. Yes, I did. I've done the dojo comedy many times. I talk about the dojo a lot in here. I do the dojo mics on Monday and Tuesday. I've gotten spots at the show. I've done divorce diaries at the dojo. Right now, they're kind of like paused on me mics and stuff. But yeah. there's like, I guess till July, and they're doing like a private event with Joey Diaz on Thursday. But love the dojo. I have stand-up clips from the dojo on my channel. Check them out. Kevin, where are you from? Are you from Fort Worth? We do jumping jacks. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got to 100 likes. I didn't even notice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Sorry, hang on a second. What? Yeah, definitely an ad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 50. Hold on. You're on the treadmill? Now that I know what you can do on Twitch, I'm kind of like, I don't know, guys, with the jumping jacks. Most of the comedians I listen to are from New Jersey, New York, and PA. Cool. So which comedians do you listen to outside of me now? You came for the stretching and stayed. So I'm going to show you a clip from the dojo in a second. I'll finish the jumping jacks and then go back. I just fucked this up. Good morning, good looking. How are you doing this morning? Hope you have a wonderful day. Take it easy. Why would I take it easy? Thank you. Of course. Hope you have a wonderful day as well. Here's my question. When people say, I hope you take it easy, what the fuck does that mean? If you take it easy, take it easy what? What does that mean? Tell me. What do you think that means, that phrase? Take it easy. All right, this outfit's a mess. They're going to fix it. 50 more jumping jacks. So, I don't know. I think we might change our challenges up on here. I think we got to change it up a little bit. We'll keep doing it for now, but I feel like, what else could, like, I don't know. I mean, we got to 100 likes. Maybe now it's every 200 likes we get jumping jacks. I think we should raise the stakes here. I think that's what we're going to do. I love you guys. I love that you're joining. I'm going to raise the stakes now. We have a lot of people in here every day from when I first started. I'll still be doing stretches. I'm just saying. It's not a hot day here. It's kind of cool out. Like it was chilly. Not chilly, breezy. Louis J. Gomez, Big J. Ogerson, Zach Amico, Niam Ali, Ian Fidians, David Tell. Oh, yeah, they're all great. Jay, I think, is from Long Island. I didn't know Shane Gillis was from... I didn't know he was from... he's from this area? I have to fill this out. I'm like... driving me nuts. Okay, hang on. I have to move this to the side. I don't know where Shane Gillis is originally from. Oh, he's from Philly. Oh, he's from Central PA? That adds up. That makes sense that he's from Central PA. I don't know why. I just feel like I could see that. And then there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I could see him being a Central PA. You know, he grew up in cornfields. Or maybe not cornfields, but some kind of farm. Pennsylvania's got Philadelphia, and then there's Pittsburgh, and then all the other shit in the middle. Yes, East Coast comedy is your jam. I gotta change this. I don't know what these shorts are doing, but I just, as long as I had jeans on and I can't stretch in my jeans. Take it easy. Don't let the sounds of your own wheels drive you crazy. Yeah, that's fine. Taking it easy where I don't let myself listen to the voices in my head. You're from Western PA? What's up? What part of Western PA? And PA is pretty big. I mean, not big like Texas, but I mean, if you think about big Texas and California, those are fucking big states. You know, like I really got and fell in love with the traveling the country when I was first out of college and experiencing all the different states and experiences in work and learning about other people and how they react. It was cool. That was something I'm very proud that I got to do after going to college in Long Island. The diversity was not the same as if you're traveling across country. Harbor Creek. I mean, I did have friends who were from all over too, from other countries too, but it was like when you were living in the Midwest versus Long Island, very different. Yeah. All right. I'm going to see if I can turn this off because this is pretty bright over here. Right? Or is it too bright? Or should I put that light there? Should we put that light there? Yeah, we could leave it there. What do you guys think? Yes, no? I feel like it adds something. So I feel, like I said, I feel a little all over the place because the amount of shit, like I'm looking right now at my bed, my bathroom, I gotta get all this stuff done. And sometimes it's just like, where do I begin? But begin with the jokes. All right, so we said that we're gonna add the doppelganger bit. I'm just gonna start off my doppelganger banger. Thanks. Makes my beautiful face come out and my forehead retract. There's no forehead removal. You're stuck with it. Can you imagine? I am a cow, a magician, and instructor, so you can marry me, Marco. All right. The only thing is this is brightening me out to the point where it's like I can't see. I used it for an audition yesterday, which was great, but it's still like it's in. I don't know. My eyes are like hurting from it. That specifically. Hi from Australia. How are you? How are you? So, yeah, I just feel like a little bit of it, like all over the place at the moment because I'm like, what exactly should I do first today? Because half a day for kids, it's the end of the school year, and then you have there's no dojo mic tonight, which I'm gonna get back to do the Oakley mic, but oh shit. But I had to bring my daughter to it last week. I'm gonna just have to bring it to her again this week. Jersey DMX Street. Thank you. Here. You guys want to see some of the material from the Manny sent me the clips. Manny's show was in this was the show I was proud of. I was proud of both of them, but okay, wait. Okay, I can't use that because that's gonna hit the copyright. With their teeth all brushed. There's a gaggle of them. Yeah, see how that didn't work? What the hell? Clipboards showing off with their teeth all brushed. There's a gaggle of them, you know? I like to say that their soccer mom, she's always like, all right, yeah, I messed this bit up, but that's okay. Wait, hang on, where was it? What PTA is? The Parent Teacher Association. I like to call them pussies to avoid. I love you. Just use you for the joke. I appreciate it. I can't keep up with these women. There they are. Why am I screaming? Every morning at drop-off, standing there with their Stanley cups, their clipboards, showing off with their teeth all brushed. All right, so there was like no laughter for that, okay? I want to just point out that same joke. This is where I get lost. I'm like, do I keep it? Do I not? Hi, buffoon. So then with that same joke, right? Let's go over here. Oh, I do have it on here. You got to be a member. You can see my whole. You can see my whole set from Thursday. This one got a lot. This video that I posted, the members only video. How do you make 0.002 cents on a video? How is that even anything? I think it's funny. Hi, how are you? Yes, let's go. That was a horrible jab. I gotta call my old trainer Gary and see if he'll do a session with me. He never now, like, because I have done it so sporadically over the years. He's like, oh, I'll give you to somebody else. I'm like, come on. That's 1 cent. So that same joke, actually, well, let's just see what happens. It gets laughs sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, disability check Friday. Is that what you get on Friday? I'm supposed to get child support this week, which is always helpful for stuff for your kid. But it's not even helpful. It's necessity for your kid. But yeah, money gets sucked out every time you get paid. It's just crazy. All right, so hold on. Let me go to that same PTA joke right here. Right? That one didn't get laughs, and then it did, but did here. So it's like, what? I like to call them pussies to avoid. So, okay, let's just. I'm on a vodka cleanse. You know that group of women, they're called the PTA, Parent Teacher Association. I like to call them pussies to avoid. There they are every morning at drop-off, standing there, showing off with their teeth all brushed. Yeah. Now, that same joke, okay, do you hear the difference? And my ex, we were pretty much the same wealth status. When I stand weird, I am weird. It's never gonna. First of all, Kevin, thank you for that comment. Your delivery was different. Thank you, Rosie. Okay, guys, listen to my trainer tribe helping me out here. The delivery was different, and that's usually what happens. Is my delivery is different. That's why it does not hit. However, wait. When I stand weird, it makes the audience. What am I supposed to stand? If I stand like this, it's weird, right? What if I stand like this? I gotta say, write that out, Kevin. That's great. But when you stand weird, it makes the audience hesitant. Just stand natural. My natural standing is weird. Do you know that? But it's true. I've just given up the fact that I'm going to be this, like, I'm just, I could be a spaz. What's happening with this thing? Hold on. Okay. I put like briefs on underneath because when I do stretches, I don't want anything to fly out. And it's just like riding up. Weird is good. It's funny. That's why I'm a comedian. Okay. All right. So wait, let's listen to the delivery of the other one. Let's listen to the delivery. With their teeth all brushed. Cups. Their clipboard. Okay, let's go back.
Parent teacher association. There they are every morning at drop off, standing there, showing off with their teeth all brushed.
The difference was that I used the Stanley Cup piece, right? I mean, but like, I don't know. So sometimes that joke works, sometimes it doesn't, but I also like the Stanley Cup. But see, the Stanley Cup then added with my teeth all brushed didn't seem to work. I just had to keep working it, I guess. Top 5 people. What is that? What do you mean? Mike N7C. Can you explain yourself? My mannerisms were different. That's kind of what Dean was saying, how I'm he's like, my theater background is very performative. So that's like where I have to say, where are the jokes? Where's the performance? Where am I just being theatrical? And that's what's funny, but where are the jokes kind of thing? That's not verbatim, but he said something similar. I feel like there was a lot of, at the open mic. Yeah, maybe I should put the light back on. The open mic, the workout room thing I do on Sundays. They were talking a lot about white women, dating a white woman. Both black men and who were before me. And then I entered and I was like, well, enter white woman. So it like connected, right? So I just talked about the jungle fever shit that it all in like that movie. And then I talked about my own experiences and like, because they were like, I don't want to date a white woman. I'm like, we don't want to. Never mind. I was laughing. I was like, well, enter the white woman in the audience. And they were like, maybe she could, someone said maybe she could take care of you. Oh, wait, I wrote that down too. This one guy was talking about how this white woman had taken care of him. And I was like, that would not be my situation. So you would be taking care of me or we both have to be improving our credit score. These were once people who worked even if families. Just keep working it. You're on something. Just got to find the wording. We all want to hate PT parents. Yeah, and I think kids in the crowd don't know. They're like, if you're a 25-year-old, your mother was more than likely on the PTA. First, we all have to be on it. Because if you're not on the PTA, you can't participate in any of the events. I want to, like, when I was a teacher, I remember parents that didn't get involved. Like, I used to work in Trenton. Could you imagine knocking up to some of those parents' doors and be like, excuse me, you haven't paid your PTA dues? And this big woman, Shamika, would come in front of the door and just stare you down, and then you'd run away. That's what would happen to those PTA moms. So there's a juxtaposition I'd like to discuss more about, because when I taught in Trenton, I picked those kids up from school sometimes. Not picked up from school, took them home in my late 20s, which is highly not, like, you don't do that. But that's the kind of school we were at. They wouldn't have rides home. They wouldn't be able to get home, or they'd be on the street. You like the credit score thing? So I think there's an interesting juxtaposition of me when I talk about being a theater teacher. I think I should talk about my experience in Trenton. Now that I really think about it, I don't know why I don't bring that up. That was a whole pile of fucking comedy. Why haven't I talked about that? I did a one-woman show called How to Be a Successful Teacher at the United Solo Festival back in New York City years ago. Like, this is 2013. And it was actually off-Broadway, at the off-Broadway at Theater Row Studios. So I was in a festival off-Broadway. So it was cool. And I played all these characters that I experienced in teaching. Yeah, I don't ever talk about that in my stand-up. Just now realizing that. I used to drive, I was 8 months pregnant and driving them in a school bus with Carmen. Remember this woman, Carmen, and her son I taught, Pedro, who was so horrible. He was 20 years old. He was a 20-year-old senior. He drove me crazy, but then he always wanted to be in my class by the end of the year. And I was only 27 at the time, 28, turned 28 that year. And I was like, so it wasn't a huge gap. In fact, if it was my boyfriend, it would have been the same age gap. Oh God. I think he might have been 19. I don't know if he was 20, but still. Have I a pregnant? I would no. I was pregnant. She was the bus driver. I was pregnant. I don't know why I have not talked about my experience in Trenton in my stand-up though. That's crazy that I haven't. I think I talked about it a little, but not a lot. Like when I performed in Princeton. Alejandro, what the hell are you talking about? I talked about like I worked at such a ghetto school that the executive director paid students to come to school. That is not a lie. He would give people out 20. He did that at our faculty meeting. He gave out $20 bills if we got a question right. That was my first day as a teacher. That's when I knew this might be a tricky career to to have like a stable fallback as an actor with no bulletproof vest. You know? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, right? I didn't even think about that. Why have I not thought about this? There's so much things from my time when I worked in Trenton. Well. Teaching in Trenton. What was that? Was that the light? Did you guys give me the light? Hit that like button, please. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Tap. Look, my booty shake is hitting the bed. Silly. The thing is, I can be all over the place, and people like me can work well with that kind of environment because it doesn't have to be perfect. They just want the kids engaged and excited, and I'm good at getting kids engaged and excited when it comes to teaching. And thank you for the happy poop slip persona. Boop. Thank you for the poop. Thank you for the poop. Made me regular. That sounded so bad. Sorry. But thank you for the happy poop. Nothing like a happy poop. Who wants a sad poop? Buffoon, thank you for the wave. Yes, that is true. So yeah, my time in Trenton was very interesting. It was like one of a personal. Some of my students still stay in touch with me. Like one of them is like they're in their 30s now. Yeah, if you really think about it, they weren't that much older than me. I mean, my first year, I was 27, going on 28, and I was so young. Oh my God, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I'm almost 30. Oh Jesus, Michelle. And then today, I was like, my neck. So I know Yosef, he has come to my shows, and Tanaje, they both have come to my shows. Tanaje came to a couple, and she's a daughter now, and I got her into a private performing arts high school, and she went to my undergrad for a year, and then switched over to another college because she couldn't. It was expensive. I think it was expensive, and she worked her out. She did a fucking 180. That kid, and I felt so proud. She posted when I was performing at Catch a Rising Star last year. She shared my post. She goes, "This lady changed my life." Why do you keep saying I'm pregnant? Are you really serious? Do I look pregnant? What's the wildest thing you saw as a teacher? Oh, wildest thing I saw as a teacher. Let me think. Wildest? The former mayor of I saw the principal sleeping in the nurse's office. That was when I worked in Trenton. He was the interim headmaster. He was sleeping in the nurse's office, taking a full-blown nap during school hours. And he also his brother became the mayor of Trenton. and was indicted for federal charges a couple years later. And that same guy who was a principal and his brother was also part of his team and indicted, I believe. Yeah, I don't know why. Goo Gold keeps saying I'm pregnant. Good morning, beautiful. Yeah, but someone keeps saying that too on the other one. It's like, what? Fuck. What? Where is the pregnancy? This is no pregnancy right here. This is called bloatedness. But thanks. My forehead's pregnant with another forehead. My 10 opening jokes a day is not going well. They're not good. Should I bring up this term? It's a little dirty. What is the moose knuckle term? First, we used to call this area a flower. Now we're calling it a moose knuckle. That's how like rough women have it now. We're like, we got to be a moose knuckle. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just a weird camel toe, camel toe. I get it, but like moose knuckle, I guess is it a compliment? I don't know. No. I'm such a klutz, I'll trip over my own feet when I sleep. That's why I said I'm such a mess. Like I'm not really a mess. I'm just all over the place sometimes. And yeah, it's just me. All right, so let's do some crunches because I feel like I'm not doing any exercise right now. We're gonna do the why is it a compliment though? That's what I'm confused about. I'm just curious. Why is it a compliment? Because it's like it's not like a pretty animal. A flower is a compliment, but like moose knuckle? I don't know. I'm just asking what the opinion is of like why that came to be. 2, 3. See, this is what this is about. I want my garbage can. I want to have a little cabinet where my garbage can can be under, so that I don't have to see it anymore. And I want that. I want a new. I gotta go to this restoration place and get some. My boyfriend told me about. Let's get some stuff for my house. Oh, this stuff is all over the place. The cereal. Okay. Pretty sure it's not. Oh, you don't think it is a compliment? I thought people were saying it's compliments. Well, no, because they've said it. They like Gloria. Oh my God. Glorilla. What is wrong with me? Glorilla said it, and she says it like it's a compliment. What happened to her? I haven't seen her around in a minute. Glorilla. I said Gloria. What is wrong with me? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Depends on your taste. Oh, okay. I've heard it from everywhere. Okay, got it. It's just, I don't know. I think it's weird. It is a compliment. It's very odd. Well, maybe that's the joke right there. Hang on, I gotta write something down so I don't forget. See, Eddie's saying it's not for men to say it. feel like there's some jokes there. Well, I just think it's a very weird compliment because the moose is not an attractive animal, right? I mean, wouldn't you think that? But the way they use it, it sounds like it is. When I've heard it in raps or when people say it, they do say it like it is a compliment. Oh, Justin, that's so funny. You need some toilet paper because you the shit. I need to do more of those kinds of puns. So talking about my teaching experience in Trenton is definitely going to be something I add to the list. Like they would come into my class and be like, "You extra." That was back in the day, though. See, they don't say that anymore. You extra. Like I would say, "Hey, can you guys take a seat? You extra." I'm sorry, I didn't know coming into my presence and me saying hello to you was being extra. I can say goodbye, but I will get fired because you have to stay in my class. That was the other thing. The security guards. They were students' parents. I'm not even kidding. And they couldn't even handle them. I remember this woman, her kid was so bad. And I said to her, what the hell? She was very sweet when I was pregnant, though. I had my students also throw me like a baby shower. They had threw me a baby shower. The group of my girls were Guatemalan, and their Guatemalan grandmother made me all this chicken. It was so good. They threw me a baby shower, and the kids did it, not the fucking staff. Thank you for the gift, Rosie. Goku Gold, yeah, the moose knuckle, the moose can kill you. And I just never will forget that the security. I worked at such a bad school that the security guards were the parents, and even those parents couldn't deal with the kids. I should have worked at such a hood school. Security guards were parents. I don't know why I have not done this yet. That's crazy to me. It's such a because although I taught in another school district, it was not as bad as Trenton. And I'm not saying it like my experience in Trenton, actually, to be very honest with you, opened my eyes to what was going on in my personal trajectory, because I was performing a lot when I was there. Like I got residencies for my students and I was performing with them. We did a performance with the Streb, which is a dance company in Brooklyn, and I got to perform with them at the State Theater. One of the cool, and I remember thinking at that time, I'm like, I miss this so bad. Like my heart, I was like, I really want to do this. I didn't like say it out loud. I also did a couple of shows on the side throughout my years. I never stopped acting, but I was doing it very part time. Every year, I was always in at least one show, if not like there was a company I worked with, Cafe Theater. I did a bunch of shows with them while I was teaching in Trenton. And when I got pregnant, I got Good morning, Bullet Man. When I got pregnant, I got cast in this performance about the Native Americans in Pennsylvania, and it was a paid gig. So I never stopped acting. I just did it very much on the side. I remember I was pregnant. I wonder if I still have that picture. I have it somewhere. I have a picture of me pregnant performing on stage for this gig. I also performed at the State Theater on this poetry with Glennis Redmond. Shout out, Glennis. Yeah, I've performed at the State Theater many times through teaching as a theater teacher in Trenton. My sister spells her name Michelle, 2 L's. My boyfriend spells my name with 3 L's. So, welcome to all the Michelles with all the L's. Good morning from Chile. Oh, thank you, Sulek Alhalgwin 6464. I love your attitude too. That's a great positive thing. Check off. Boom. Online, offline, 93. No, I said my boyfriend John does as a joke. I think it's sweet. What got you to come on stage? What do you mean? What got me? What can you ask further? Explain what you mean. What got me to come on stage? Why did I become Why did I become an actor? I always loved performing. I loved performing. Hello, Dolly. I did it in high school. That was the musical I did that I decided I wanted to pursue acting. That I was in. That was my second musical I was ever cast in. I was having such a ball. All right, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every 100. I think we're going to change it to every 200 you do jumping jacks now. That's what I think. And we've reached so many amazing goals with this channel. We're going to reach for 200 likes and we do 100 jumping jacks. How about that? That doesn't mean we're going to stop exercising or anything at all. We'll always stretch and do exercises. I think we have to, we've been doing some of these challenges for a while, which are great. But we're gonna change them up, maybe up the ante a little bit. I love everybody that comes in here, always. But yeah, thank you, Michael. Yeah, my light went out. I have to charge the whole thing again. I have to fully charge it. These might have to come up. What do you think, Rosie? Yeah. I mean, how about 100? Oh, you want? I don't know. I say every 100 jumping jacks we've been doing. Every 100 likes we do 100 jumping jacks. So I'm thinking of shifting that a little bit. Been learning a lot about. I think it's a great challenge, but we got there now. We've been doing it. Let's heighten. Let's raise the stakes. Send the 100. Thank you, Official Reaper. Woohoo! Appreciate you. Official Reaper. What is that? Yikes. Here's my knee. Yikes. That knee is cracking. I gotta take my calcium. Ow. I gotta take calcium. I don't take collagen, but I'm thinking of starting to take it. Thank you for the 100 again. Oh, is that the same? Oh, sorry. I thought you sent another one. Yeah, I'm thinking of taking collagen, but I've heard apparently good and bad things about it, but I don't know. I want somebody to tell me what's good for me to help with the anti-aging process. Just natural stuff to keep your skin glowing. Like I want to get a facial. I haven't gotten a facial done in like almost 2 years at like a skin place. I want to get a facial done very soon. We were supposed to get them done on the live stream, and then she had the flood. But she moved out of my dermatologist's office, so I'm gonna have to message her and see where she's at because I really still want to do that whole facial stuff. Thank you for the floating heart. I definitely am lacking in flexibility compared to your stretching. That's okay. You'll get there. Okay. So, a little bit of a mess. We said all over today. But if you're feeling like you're all over the place, here's my suggestion. Start with one thing. You really need to get done in the next hour. What can't wait? I know exactly what I need to do that can't wait when I get off here that I'm going to do first. There's actually 2 things. So I have to do a phone call first, and then I have to do something. I can probably do it at the same time, but knowing myself, it'll get fucked up if I try to do both at the same time. Hello. I'm really stoked about last night because I know I'm not supposed to talk about it on here yet, but my boyfriend was right and my Twitch numbers grew when I was playing the game. But my computer, even my daughter's desktops, is not great. So I gotta wait until like a week from now. I can get, what's the week from now? What's maybe a little, no, it's gonna be like a week and a half for me to get the new laptop. Hey, Chimp. Hey. So I was excited about that. But the results driven thing is still popping up a little bit. So I'm trying to remember to focus back on just making it generally focused on my process than my everyday product. Chip, what are you trying to write? Yeah, I don't know what he's. He really loves you, Rosie. I love it. Do you have any? I wish I had some steaks. No, I didn't feel good with that steak though I had last week, so I might have to wait until I get a better steak. So how do you stop yourself from being all over the place? Focus on one thing you can focus on that you need. Sorry, one thing you need to get done within the next hour. So, for example, it's right now 10 o'clock over here. Something I definitely need to finish, and we're finished the lie, but we're going to keep going. I'm not getting off yet. But I have to call my daughter's school for the sign out. Let's see. Where's my little to-do list? Hold on. And then I also have to finalize my airfare for Toronto. I had a. I don't know where I put it. Where's my? I need to do like I don't want to keep my joke book. Has to be separate from my to-do list. I can't stop getting old. I know. So we gotta embrace every moment as it is, right? That's the one thing. It's just like I was looking back at pictures. There was a video that came up of this interview I did with Captain Brian on I guess I could show it to you guys. It was from a while ago. It was years ago actually. And I was like, oh my God, I look younger. But there's nothing wrong with that. I could tell I was 36. Was I 36 or 37? Remember, use his energy? What do you mean? How old is everybody? Put your age in the chat. Go. Put your age in the chat. Boop, boop. Like, should I do an egg, guys? An egg and a piece of chicken? Or should I do the piece of chicken? 38, 37, 34. No, I'm just gonna do chicken. Cold chicken. $50, $54, $34, $37. All right, let's go. What's one thing you would tell yourself? Yeah. What's one thing you would go back and tell yourself 10 years ago that you wish you would stop doing? I know what mine is. Invest money. I would say stop talking to that moron who's sucking your life, who's sucking all your good energy. Focus on you. You're already standing up. Like I thought I was, but I'm not as much as I could have been. I'm 44. You would tell yourself 10 years earlier, buy NVIDIA? NVIDIA? What's that? Oh, world leader in artificial intelligence. Okay. Put in the chat, what would you tell yourself? Something you would say, what would you tell yourself 10 years ago? If you could say anything to yourself 10 years ago, what would you say? I don't look 25, but thank you. My secret, if you think I look younger, is working out and doing what you love. Trying not to stress out. No, this isn't. This is just cold chicken. I'm just having a piece of chicken because I'm hungry. This is really all there is right now in my house. I have to go food shopping. And I'm chewing in the mouth oven. Gross. I'm talking while I'm chewing off camera. Sorry about that. Put it in the chat. What would you tell yourself 10 years ago? I would advise myself to be more extroverted. You would invest in SpaceX. I would tell myself that habits become a lifestyle. I would force myself to start better habits. Yes. Is it wrong to eat hamburger meat as my protein? You're asking the wrong person. I used to eat McDonald's like once a week. Nothing in my life elevated. I'm ready. You are pretty flexible. Thank you. All right. So what else? Anything else you guys would tell yourself 10 years ago? It's 10 years ago. It was 10 years ago. I hadn't started stand-up yet. I didn't start stand-up yet. I would tell myself, yeah, I hadn't started stand-up yet. I remember dating that cop, and I was like, where the fuck is this going? I think this was like the last one we were dating, remember, because we broke up right before I went to Vegas. It was the worst. I remember thinking, like, I don't know. And I would just tell myself, get the fuck out of that. Start doing stand-up ASAP. Wow, it feels like so long ago. 218 of you. How many of you believe in second chances? What can't I do? I can't do a lot, but I'm not going to talk about it because I want to talk about what I can do. I'm in control of my life. I can be grateful for today. I'm going to be present in the moment. Wasn't it? I know. I just remember, like, I went to my friend's bachelor party, and it was so much fun in Vegas. But I remember, like, and that's where I met some of my friends. Now I've become very close with them. Yeah, it feels so long ago, but it feels like yesterday. You would give your partner a second chance. Everyone needs an opportunity to come back and improve. Eric says, as a former drug addict, I 100% believe in second chances. Good. I believe in them. Yeah, I do. For certain things, not for everything, you know? Do I do stand-up? Yes. I do, Indignus Rugby League. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Have you just joined in? Thank you for joining in. Have you been a subscriber before? Or like, have you just
We're just talking about, have you just...
Sorry. Let's just see. I'm going to see where you're. Yeah, second chance is a decision base. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Oh, you just subscribed from Australia. Thank you. Yes, I am doing stand up. That's what I've been pouring my heart into. Put your so you do believe in second chances. Okay. What's something you wish you had a second chance to do? I gotta put my charger in so this doesn't die. Hang on. We're getting new workout clothes for the live streams today at Walmart because this shit is like, all right. Jamal says, what is cool is you allow people to say 99% of what they want. When other channels, the second you disagree, they block you. Yeah, I mean, you know, for the most part, there's not been. And I've told my mods to just be like, let shit run free, unless there's something very like, nah, get them out of here, right, guys? So, James, your second chance would be to restart your life so you can have a life. You can still do that. You wish Indignus Rugby League. I wish I was a better son, father, and brother. You still can be. There should be no such thing as moderator. Second chance to make a first impression at work, places. Sounds weird, but I think I would have progressed quicker. Okay, but you can still do that now, right? Take that chance now. Freedom of speech. If you don't even know, okay. I think we're going to officially change the 100 likes to every 200 likes we do 100 jumping jacks. I don't know. I feel like we need to change the challenge up. So if there's somebody in your life that you feel like they really wronged you, would you give them a second chance if they came to you and asked for it? I don't know where this came from. I just randomly thought of it. Stop your son from being adopted. Like, I mean, like family members, a sibling, a parent, an ex. No. Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes there's people that are like, I'm done. I officially wish you well, and that's it. All right, so depends. I'm going to ask you the live stream question. Do you feel like you're all over the place? So it depends, but generally, no. I used to be too forgiving. Yeah, I agree. Me too. I do. It is my favorite spot. One of my favorite spots. I do like doing my lives when I'm on the road, or you get to see some of my family stuff. I don't know why I just picked my ear like Al Bundy. It's itching. Sorry. Let me do this. Wash my hands. Okay. That used to be one of my favorite bits that Al Bundy would do for Married with Children. He would pick his ear and then show Peg. I used to get so excited about my daughter's earwax when she was a baby. I would like look at it when she was like an infant, and I would be like, "Oh my god, it's gonna fall out!" And I would like take a little tissue and like just look at it. It's sick. That's just a weird thing, but I was like, ee! And my cousins and I were like, "Yeah, I used to like looking at the earwax because there'd be little earwax in their ears." And I would be like, oh my God, that's so cute. And it also like, it was like a, not a sensory thing, but like, ooh, I like to take out the earwax. Um, and so I would like take a tissue very gently to like scoop it out, but not obviously that like that, but like I would just be like, oh my God, look at the earwax. It would be so satisfying. It's just weird, but I know. I know. What's wrong with me? Back bedtime. Okay. All right, ready? Do you feel all over the place sometimes? Yes, no. No, those two are out. I gotta go Home Depot and get lights too. Oh, it feels good to stretch. Okay. I used to last year, in the beginning of this like school year, I remember this was not easy for me to do. Like it used to be when I taught dance every day. See, this used to be easier for me to do. Not so much. I used to be able to like to completely pull up, and now not so much. I'm gonna get back that strength. My knee's starting to hurt a little bit. Oh God, feels like I did something there. These are good crunches too. Pulling up, straightening. This is a good one for if you have neck pain. I do this one because you can do these watching TV, no problem. I'm coming back over to see the chat. Don't worry, but these feel good because they work your legs and your belly. Ugh. Okay. What am I doing? Ew. Look, I have a gut in this picture. Oh, blood onto me. Guys, I look like I have a fucking gut. What is wrong with me? I definitely have to figure out. No more bedtime eating. And I thought I didn't last night, but I lied. I did. I had these pecans that I bought at the store, and I didn't eat dinner. So then I ate it like before, and then I sat up, and now, nope. Hi. Hi, Wayne. Told to be a lawyer your whole life. We got 5 more likes till we get to just one. I do depends. Just one on here usually. And then I go I do one behind the scenes if I'm doing like a show sometimes. Then I like to do building my Twitch out. TikTok, I do live streams. I don't do the TikTok streams every day, but because I'm in marketing mode for Atlanta, I more than likely will, because there's people that have TikTok that don't have YouTube, people that have YouTube that don't have TikTok, there's people that have Twitch that don't have any of those. So we got to 200. Yay! All right, this is our last day, I think, of doing the 100 likes for 100 jumping jacks. Tomorrow we're gonna make it 200 to get to this 100 jumping jacks. We're gonna go for it because we can do it. This channel has grown profoundly in the last year. So you guys, thank you for tuning in all the time. We got another 100 jumping jacks, or maybe we do a different challenge. But I feel like it's time to change up the challenges. What do you think? I don't know. I know y'all like the jumping jacks. I'm still gonna do them. but I'm trying to think of heightening the stakes here, right? If we get 200 likes tomorrow, we do 200 jumping jacks. And we'll add in like push-ups or something. But obviously I'm not great at push-ups, but we can do it. I'm slipping on the wet floor here. Okay. It also gets you do it with me, tell me, because that's our warm-up for the morning. I also run 2 miles a day. But sometimes it's a little under. Like Saturday it was under because I was running late and I had only 15 minutes to run, so I ran a mile and back. I think I actually just ran a mile. Michelle equals fire and coffee, yes. Yeah. They gotta be better. I feel like they're not great right now because I'm not eating the best. I think I'm also confused. Like, so this is where I say I'm all over the place. What do I do first? That's what's always in my head. I got all these things to do. What do I do first to make sure I get all the stuff done? And I gotta eat better. And I gotta go to the grocery store. And I'm on a budget. And it gets all like blah in my head. So the vote. Ooh. Here we are. I'm confused. I'm not confused, but like, what do I do first? There's so many things in my head sometimes. I'm like, which one should I do first? So that's why I said in the live stream, I'm all over the place because I want to eat better, but I also like, I need to eat better on a budget. That's what I really need to fight. I have to literally work out down to a T. And yesterday I wanted to go to Starbucks so bad. And I was like, I didn't. I just went to the grocery store and I got stuff that I need to get. But yes, missing thoughts make everything confusing. And I did a run last night and I said, there's a waterfall by where my daughter does gymnastics. I've done a live stream by that waterfall before. I just thought about like a few moments of meditation, but not really meditation, like where you're sitting down. I'm just like looking out at the waterfall. And I was like, think about that Ed Milet phrase. What is your will to win? What is the cost? Can you be bought? Like, can your will to win be bought? And I kept saying to myself, can your will to win be bought? Because when you don't get up early or you don't finish what you were supposed to do for your goals, then it can be bought because you were like, oh, but I want to watch this while I eat my lunch. I don't want to do work while I eat lunch. It's like, well, then your will to win can be bought. It's not to say like I don't want to put in time to have relaxation and for certain things I like to watch, but I know I could be doing better. So, and sometimes when I'm all over the place, like, oh, I have to organize my home in addition to writing my jokes out, rehearsing. There's which ones should I do first? And it's like, that's where I get lost and confused a little bit. But I think I just need to organize myself. I said this in the beginning of the month. I started and now I'm like, I feel like I'm falling behind again. I think there's some sort of routine I need to get better at. Like the routine of like the habit of stretching in my live streams made me feel stronger in my body and less likely to pull a hamstring like I did last year. So now with getting organized, there's a habit I need to instill every day so that my house feels more organized and not cluttered. And then every time I start to do something and it works for like an hour, it doesn't go away the next day. Does that make sense? Like cleaning the sink every night, making sure things that don't need to be laying around are not laying around, that kind of stuff. Actually, I do have to stretch the other leg, but guys, I hope this is making sense. Like, that's why I feel all over the place. It's like, what do I do first? I want this to be organized. I want the backyard furniture to be put together, but I don't even know when to put them together because I am not great at putting shit together. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I can be. I put stuff together before I put furniture, but I'm at a point now. I gotta want to. But when do I do that? When I go to the bathroom, I gotta do other things too. I gotta do my stand up. Like So in my head, my daughter's room. So everything gets to be like, chaos. And then I don't know what to do first. So there's got to be a habit for me I have to instill in my day-to-day routine that will help me feel more organized, and that will contribute to feeling more focused. That makes sense? So do you feel all over the place? And the answer is, the poll says 39% of you said you do. So 37% said sometimes. 24% said, nah, just you, bitch, and your big forehead. Yeah, all right. So see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for everybody tuning in, to my mods. And Rosie, thank you. We had, I think it was just Rosie today. We had vulnerability expert, and everybody that tunes in every day. Love you guys. Stay tuned for more. Mwah.